Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. 2 1-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. One, Omaha. Check hot.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second and 11 now, Garoppolo. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the... And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll rifle this one, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
18 yards, first down Niners.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan and being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, flush to his right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there, and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
65. Jim.
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Under 10.
It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Value 3. Pilot, 64, weak.
A shotgun snap for gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
It's a gain of 11.
180.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defending.
And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Safe. Watch the eye.
21. Hey, gun.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first down and big runs.
Gurley again here on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Tonight, 180. Kill.
From the 50, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. That one good for 24 yards.
Here we go,
On 1st down, it's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Again they run with Gurley. And some room to run now. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
No.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check pass. He's coming. We got double up. DC.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 59, Mike to 59. And come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on, man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep. Set hunt.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
11.
2-yard line.
Check. 59.
You don't know no better.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Set hunt.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald and this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't. Kill.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Eluding the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Value 3. I smell fear.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
180. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch.
One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.